This is another one of my new pickups, which I got last week, but I haven't got around to filming it. And it's of the Star Wars official 2022 calendar. Now, this one is based on the well, I suppose now, the middle trilogy. Obviously, Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi, which obviously Vol's one of my favourite ones. As you can see, the price, it doesn't deceive you. Yes, as you can see, it does says £1. Anyway, I was walking down my local shopping centre, and I was walking past my local Waterstones bookshop, and every so often, right, they put out this little display thing where they've got items for a pound, which is how on one of my other videos, you saw the Star Trek type of, phaser from the original series, which I picked up for £1, and that was about £8.99 or so. Anyway, I saw this for £1, and you can see, I've got to take it. You can see it's water. The original price was $9.99, and I think they had at the time they had three freebies left when I actually picked this one up. And then a couple of days later, when I went back, they were totally all gone. The only ones that I had left was a Winnie the Pooh calendar, which obviously I'm not saying I'm not a fan of, but that's not my bag. So decided to pick this up because I've said this a million times on a lot of videos. I'm a big Star Wars fan, and again, especially with the original, especially with the characters like Luke Skywalker and Princess Leia and Han Solo, and obviously Darth Vader and C-3PO and Obi-Wan Kenobi, and obviously really like the first two seasons of The Mandalorian. You've got the Book of Boba Fett, which I actually really enjoyed, and then you've got the up and coming Obi-Wan Kenobi series, which I saw the trailer yesterday. And that looked fantastic, especially with the Duel of the Fates soundtrack from The Phantom Menace. That was absolutely great. So I'm looking forward to seeing it. I think it's in May, So people can correct me if I've got that wrong. So again, I'm looking forward to seeing that on Disney Plus when it comes out in May. So that's great. What you will be seeing, you'll be seeing Star Wars related products in the next coming couple months, because I've got these, which I'm going to do a video of. If I can find them. I'll show this very quickly, but I'll do an individual video for each of these. You've got the Star Wars for New Hope. This is the DVD. This is the limited edition. You've got the Empire Strikes Back. And then you've got the Return of the Jedi. And what's great about these DVDs is they contain the original versions of each of the movies, plus the special edition versions, which have obviously the new footage in it. So you probably won't be seeing a broadcast ever of the original versions of the original trilogy. And obviously, especially, people would love to see those in Blu-ray quality, so it's only going to be in DVD quality, I'm afraid, so when it comes out. But yeah, I will do a video on those because they're quite interesting, and some of the stuff that comes with it. But anyway, back to the calendar. So again, as I said, it was $9.99, paid £1 for it. Now obviously we're in March now, so we've lost a couple of months. So let's see here. Obviously you got Luke. I don't know if these seem to be, if I'm wrong, these portraits seem to be based on, some of them seem to be based on the Star Wars for New Hope and the Empire Strikes Back, because that's definitely the Empire Strikes Back Luke. Now it looks more like the New Hope Princess Leia. The Obi-Wan Kenobi, that looks like that's from Star Wars. And that obviously is probably from Return of the Jedi, because obviously it was two different actors that played it in Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. And then when they did the special editions, they cleaned it up. They changed it. They CGI that so the actors would match. This is probably from, my guess would be Empire Strikes Back, and obviously Lando from Empire Strikes Back as well. So, and then you got R2-D2, and you obviously got Darth Vader as well. So that could be from Return of the Jedi. I mean, it could be, or Empire. But anyway, so we lost a couple of months, but it's still great to see these characters in there. I remember seeing this. I think that was that's when they had the promotional pictures of Luke, because obviously his hair looked different in the first Star Wars film. So we'll crack on and try and get this open. But yeah, I couldn't believe my luck. I mean, it's sometimes in life that when you see some of these bargains, sometimes it's about it's about being in the right place at the right time. And then, as I said before, this is about tearing it. To get some of his items for, like, say it was £10, and you end up paying £1 for it. I mean, that's for me that's an absolute bargain. So you get bargains while you can. As I said before, it's sometimes it's just about being in the right place at the right time. Right, so you can get this plastic off. Obviously, this has been a complete pain in trying to peel all this off. Okay, there we are. It kind of reminds me of a record vinyl. See, as you can see here, it's all off now, so all you can see, it shouldn't be as reflective on the camera. Let's see which way to open this up. I open it up this way. You've got a bit of cardboard there to protect, because obviously without it, it's a bit more rigid. So we'll get that out of the way. Oh, it's just fucking moves a little bit. This is January, so I can move this up a little bit. Don't know if it's going to get framed because it's so big. I'll have to I'll have to do it in 2 different pages. So this is quite big actually. I didn't realise it'd be as long. So as you can see there, I can move this like I'm trying to sit and get to the frame. There's no other way. I may have to sit there and kind of lift this. Right. See if this might be a little bit better. As you can see, this is January. So this is of Luke. Now, I can't tell. I don't know. It looks like it's a like a photograph, not a painting. I mean, I could be wrong, because some of his paintings these days are looking so realistic. So that's kind of cool. I like the kind of Star Wars italics on the left-hand side. That looks really cool. And it says, "I am a Jedi like my father before me." I think that quote was taken from Return of the Jedi, if I remember correctly. And that's kind of pretty cool. I actually really like the actual design work of the actual poster itself. So I'm moving it up and down here because it's the only way I can get it to frame. And then you got Luke from The New Hope, and obviously that's January 2022. So of all that date, month has been and gone. I mean, it's still great to sit there to have this. So even after, the dates, obviously we get to the end of the year, I think I'm still going to keep this. I used to collect calendars before. I used to collect Smallville calendars, and that was back when Play.com was around. And then and I've still, because of the actual artwork of the calendars, I actually kept them rather than throw them away. So now we move on to February, and then we've got Boba Fett there, and again you've got the Star Wars italics, but now on the right hand side, so that's pretty cool. And it says, quote, "You can run, but you'll only die tired." So that's kind of pretty cool. And then I think that's from Return of the Jedi, if I'm correct. And then obviously on the same Luke one, you can actually write notes there as well. And that's February 2022, obviously. So again, I think, to see if they've got their backgrounds are slightly different colour. So yeah, and then on the Luke one, as you can see the Jedi symbol there. So that's kind of awesome. And then you've got the notes at the top there on the Luke one. And then he's got his symbol there as well, so that's pretty. So the attention to detail today is kind of really cool. So kind of like, this is kind of really great. So now we move on to March, which is the current month, and this is of Han Solo there, and that looks really cool. And we've got the Star Wars italics back on the left hand side, and we've got the Millennium Falcon, and it says there, "Sometimes I amaze even myself." I think this is from The New Hope. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, that classic pose there is absolutely awesome. And then you've got the symbol there. Well, it's the symbol for the for the good guys. I thought it was the Jedi symbol, right? But obviously, I mean, it isn't. It's the symbol for the good guys. So that's kind of great. So that's kind of pretty awesome. But yeah, I didn't realise. I didn't realise that it had the quotes on it. It didn't say about the back, but that's pretty cool. So now we move on to April, and then this is of C3PO, and again we've got the Star Wars italics on the right, and it goes, I'm fluent in 6 million forms of communication. Again, this is from that quote. I think it's from The New Hope. Obviously, when Luke and his uncle Owen are about to buy right the droids. So that's pretty cool, and I think this is from Return of the Jedi. Again, you got the notes there, and obviously you got the April 2022, and then again you've got C3PO. So yeah, that's kind of really kind of cool there that you can kind of see. That's really awesome. Alright, so we can fix this camera a little bit. And now we're moving on to May. I think it's May, yeah. So this is the month of my birthday. And then you got Chewie. Again with the good guy symbol again. And you got the Millennium Falcon, and he's Han Solo's co-pilot. Again, I think that scene is from Return of the Jedi. Definitely recognise that scene. And then, and that's the only thing he can say because he can't really talk. And then you've got a picture of Chewie with his crossbow. And again, it's just May 2022, so that's kind of great. I mean, my birthday, I think it falls on right for Tuesday, so here we go. Now we move on to June, and then obviously this is Princess Leia, played by the late Carrie Fisher. Again, the Star Wars italics on the right hand side. I don't know if it's me, but it seems a bit bigger. A little bit bigger, yeah. So on the right, so you got there. She goes, help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're my only hope. That's definitely from Star Wars: The New Hope. And then she's there with the famous hairstyle. And then you got Princess Leia there. I think that's definitely from Star Wars: The New Hope. So that's kind of cool. Again, you can write your little notes there, and that's from June 2022. So we're more than halfway through now. We've got this little nice piece of artwork here. This is absolutely cool. So I'm definitely keeping this. You can see this artwork here. You can see the Millennium Falcon. I think that looks like Cloud City. So that's Empire Strikes Back. Again, that's absolutely awesome. I wasn't kind of expecting that to see that halfway through. I can try and fix it into frame. You can actually see it. It looks really cool. So yeah, I mean, again, getting this for a price. I mean, I'm still pinching myself at that price. I mean, you've got Lando Calrissian, who obviously made his first appearance in Empire Strikes Back, played by Billy D. Williams. So you got him there, and you got the Star Wars on the right and left hand side this time. And then I remember this line. He says to Princess Leia, and he says, "Hello, what have we here?" It's when he first sees Princess Leia. That's kind of pretty cool. You'll see that's July 2002. And that scene is from Empire Strikes Back. And then you got Lando and he's some stylish cape. So that's kind of awesome. He made capes pop. Capes seem to be a really popular thing in the Star Wars universe, and still are. Then we move on to August. And then we've got Yoda. So that's pretty cool. Again, we've got the Star Wars italics on the right hand side. And then it says, when 900 years old you reach, look as good you will not. Again, this is, I think, obviously this is from Empire Strikes Back on the planet Dagobah. And then that's August 2002. So that's pretty cool there. And you've got a picture of Yoda on the right hand side there. And then we move on to September 2002. And then we've got the Emperor here. And then we've got the italics on the left hand side, as you can see here. And it says here, I'm looking forward to completing your training. In time you will call me master. And it's Emperor Palpatine. So that's pretty cool. So that looks like from Return of the Jedi, I think. And then we have him here in his black robe. And then we move to October. And this is Obi-Wan Kenobi, played by Sir Alec Guinness. Well, the late actor, isn't it? Obviously, you can see scenes from Star Wars: A New Hope. And this is one of my favorite quotes, and I'm always quoting this quote. Especially when you're referring to people who are idiots. And for me, this is a classic quote where it says, "Who's more foolish, the fool or the fool that follows him?" That's so spot on. It's still relevant to how people are now. Again, this is for October 2022. As you can see, that scene there, that's from The New Hope. That's pretty cool. So we've got Alec Guinness there, so that's pretty awesome. Again, I'm looking forward to seeing the Obi-Wan series on Disney Plus. Then we move to November, and it's R2-D2. As we can see here, well, he doesn't say much because all he can do is beep and make all his noises. Again, the italics on the left hand side. I think that's from The New Hope, and that particular scene looks like it's from Empire Strikes Back. And then we have December, and last but not least, it's Darth Vader, aka Anakin Skywalker. That scene looks like it's from Empire Strikes Back. Again, we got the text on the right hand side, and then he says here, you underestimate the power of the dark side. That's Vader there, and it's obviously Vader looking like a complete badass. And so we've got him there. So that's pretty great there. So that's awesome. And then obviously when we look at the back, yeah, it does have the quotes on there, right? But it's like they're really small, so you can see the different months there. But yeah, and obviously this is a Disney product, so yeah, this is absolutely great. I mean, again, I'm really glad that I managed to pick this up for £1 rather than £10. So yeah, this is probably one of my best and favourite bargains that I've bought in a long time. Because again, being a Star Wars fan and for the price I had to pay for it, so yeah, really great in regards. And then obviously when it comes to the end of the year, I definitely will be keeping the calendar for the artwork alone. So you know that'd be cool. Anyway, I hope people found this video informative. Feel free to like my channel. I mean, that does help with people finding me on YouTube. Also, feel free to share and to subscribe to my channel if you already haven't. And I'll speak to you all again soon. Take care, bye for now, and stay safe.